Joining me now is Illinois Congressman Raja Krishnamoorthi. He's with us here in our booth here. Congressman, great to be with you here on your home turf here in Illinois.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Quite a party atmosphere, we should say right now during the convention. We mentioned that we're going to hear from the former President Barack Obama, from the former First Lady Michelle Obama. What do you think their message is going to be tonight?
Well, I think it's going to be twofold. One, uniting behind Kamala Harris as our nominee and as the future president, in my opinion. And then secondly, uniting around the principles that inform her candidacy, right? Making sure that the American dream is available to everyone, regardless of where you come from or, the color of your skin or your background. And then secondly, everyone should get on the up escalator or be able to get on the up escalator of the economy, whether they're poor, middle class, or starting a business. That's the kind of inclusive tone that I believe unites and galvanizes this party, not to mention Donald Trump.
Right, as we just were mentioned there. So, you know the Obamas very well from obviously the many years here in Illinois. Why do you think their endorsement in particular is important for Kamala Harris? I mean, do you think that could help sway voters?
Oh, sure. I think that there are probably some people who are open to potentially voting for her, but hearing from Barack Obama will be persuasive for some folks. I think that it really will probably reinforce for base voters as well the need to get out there, knock on doors, volunteer, make phone calls, and of course vote.
Yeah, that is their hope, of course. She is in Milwaukee campaigning, as we mentioned, and according to polls, if you look at the polls where they stand right now, it's going to be a very close race, especially in battleground states. Illinois, not a battleground state, it votes blue. But what message do you think Kamala Harris needs to send, particularly on economic issues, for voters in the Midwest who are worried about their own economic situation?
She needs to meet them where they are. You can't deny, that they might be struggling or might be going through different issues, and say, look, this is where we were when Joe Biden took over. We've come a long ways, but we have a lot of ground to still cover. That means making sure that affordable health care is available to everyone, making sure that everyone can educate their kids so that they have a brighter future than them, and then also, making sure that if you want to innovate, if you want to start a business, if you want to be an entrepreneur in America, she's going to have an administration that's friendly to that. And I think that all of that is going to have to be part of the economic message, and I trust it will be.
Donald Trump's criticism, J.D. Vance's criticism, his running mate, is that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz represent a far-left radical agenda. Are you worried that that is something that could break through to some of those voters that Kamala Harris wants to win over?
No, I mean, look at Tim Walz. He doesn't look far left and radical to me. I served with the guy. I mean, he is moderate. He's a left of center individual. He's a family-friendly, folksy guy, and his only weakness to me is he apparently likes Diet Mountain Dew, which I can't quite figure out.
That is true. Do you think the other criticism we've heard is that we haven't seen an actual policy agenda from Kamala Harris, that voters don't really know what to make of her? They know a bit about her background and, her Indian and black background, and they know a bit about her as a vice president, but they don't know what she stands for. Do you think she needs to address that?
I think she will continue to kind of explain in more detail what she wants to do, but they don't want 10-point plans, okay? They don't want some detailed narrative of exactly what she's going to do on day 1 and day 1,000. What they want to know is this, which is when they're not looking, how is she going to handle the tough decisions that come across her desk? Will she put them first? I think that is really the test of any leader and certainly any president.
Just quickly, you said you're very proud as an Indian American to see Kamala Harris at the top of the ticket.
She's going to bring curry powder to the White House at this point. She hails from the same part of India, her family does, that my family does. And I think that this is an incredible source of pride for the Indian American community, which is just bursting with pride right now.
All right, Congressman, it's always good to talk to you. Thank you so much for joining us here in Illinois.
Welcome.
All right.
Please stay for as long as you want.
We certainly would like to. Thank you, Congressman.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.